because I have total control, and every writer does, and any writer who doesn't is got a bad editor. Here's how the editorial relationship acts too. I don't understand why the editorial relationship at its best, and mine has been at their best, is collaborative. Like, I have an agent, a literary agent, and I have a publisher, and the two of them fight about stuff, right? They're like, cover, tour, marketing budget. Like, don't say that. That's why he gets 15%. Your agent doesn't just sell your book. Your agent is your big, ugly avatar in publishing house. So I go to the publishing house and I'm like, oh, I love that cover. Y'all are so smart. Just do whatever. And then my agent comes and is like, no, we do not accept that. No, we must have a 10-city tour. And so he fights with the publisher while I just be sweet. Which is, God, I need an agent in life. And the reason that you do that is to protect, and then my editor never talks business with me. She talks business with the publisher. I talk business with my agent. My editor, my agent and my publisher work out all the crass details of commerce. And he is on my side, and she's on the side of profit, and it all works out. I mean, profit for the company. And then my editor and I have a purely creative relationship, and a good editor, and the two editors I've worked with on almost every book, both of them were in on the auction for Gods in Alabama. And they were 5 people who wanted to bid on Gods, and I had a phone conversation with each of them before the auction started, and I said to my agent, who's always been Jacques, I said, Jacques, I want to end up with Karen Karmatz-Rudy or Carolyn Marino. They understand my work. Well, Karen Karmatz-Rudy won the auction, and, well, actually it came down to Karen Karmatz-Rudy or some woman at Random House, and he wanted me to go to Random House, and I was like, I'm not working with that woman. She does not get what I'm doing, and he's like, Warner's too commercial a house for you, you're going to be, and I'm like, I don't care, I need to work with this editor. Best decision. She was great, and she was trying to make a list that made Warner be a little less commercial and lean a little harder into like the kind of fiction book clubs read, and I was sort of the flagship book for that. It set my career. She was amazing. And Carolyn Marino, the other person in that auction, when Karen Karmatz-Rudy retired to be an agent, I went to Carolyn Marino. She had been waiting the whole time. We decided to go to New York and meet with 5 different houses who were interested in me, and they knew when the last meeting was over, and Carolyn Marino called and did a preempt 3-book deal that we were just like, yeah, okay, good, we'll do that. Because I'd always wanted to work with her. And a good editor, they want your book to be the best that you can be. So she won't say, take out chapter 7 and make the dog into a fairy princess. You know, it's not like that. It's like, I don't understand what you're doing in 2. Why does she punch him in the face? And I'm like, are you kidding me? She has to punch him in the face because of these 6 things. And she's like, why don't you put any of that in the book? Oh, okay. Because sometimes getting it from the head to the page, that's a really long trip. A good editor sees where your threads are too submerged. Karen Karmatz-Rudy, I had one book where the end was one of the characters in a car with her hands up catching the wind. And I love it. She's she's got her arms up, and she loved the whole book. She's like, but that ending image is, you can't have that. Can you give us an image that resonates with something in the book? I'm like, are you kidding me? In the whole book, this character is a caterpillar. She's this, and there's this, and this. And she's like, where is that exactly? And I'm looking, and it's like 3 words. Here, here, and here. 3 words. I'm like, oh. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to change that ending image, but what I am going to do is take 2 weeks and go through the whole book and set up for it. So it was a huge revision, and then she read it, she was like, oh my God, I love that ending image, you know? So it's not about control. It's about 2 people who are passionate about their jobs trying to make the book be the best it can be. You can do like maybe 1 more, and then I'm going to read William, and we'll stop. Yes?
So in the paragraph you just read, you have a sun boiling red, and you've got an old gun can kill you as quick as a new gun. And you've got 6 books full of lines like that, full of Southern colloquialisms and sayings. Do you make those up as you need them, or do you keep a notepad, write things down when you hear them? How do you work?
I don't take notes ever. I believe, probably foolishly, that if it's important, it will come back. And if it doesn't come back, it wasn't important. Here's the thing. There's no way to disprove that.